Welcome to Jasper High School. Saturday afternoon basketball here as the Jasper Wildcats take on the Heritage Hills Patriots. The Wildcats with a 13-3 record against the Patriots at 9-7. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider along with Jason Stom and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And Jason, first of all, Jasper's got some news today in regards to what happened earlier this week. Cats losing Carter Mundi to a knee injury, so he is unfortunately finished for the year. So Carter, the leading scorer for this Wildcat basketball team, we're going to be without his services for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's a tough break, more so for the kid than it is, obviously it is for the team too, but you hate that for the young men, when that happens to them.
Right.
He's a good kid, obviously, and you hate to see it any time for anybody to lose their ability to play, especially down the stretch. I mean,
right.
You work hard all year long to get to this last final stretch of the regular season and then into the tournament, and for not to be able to participate in that. So
right. Yeah, and unfortunately that situation, and of course we've been without Isaac Day all season as well, so that's two probably starting guards on this team that we're without for the rest of the season.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Obviously with Isaac, his was a little bit different deal because he hasn't gotten able to play all year.
Right.
But for the same sense, you emphasize you feel sorry for him with not being able to play his senior year too. So, but it's you hate to say it, but the old adage, life goes on, and as a team, Coach Gable and the coaching staff, I'm sure, will do the best they can with what they have. And that's what you have to do. I think Jack's going to get the opportunity to start tonight. I don't know, whether that'll continue, but tonight he does. So, when somebody goes down, somebody has to step up.
Right. Exactly. Well, and that's the thing with this basketball team. Again, it's just next man up, and as you mentioned, Jax Albrand will be in that starting position there. So they're taking on a Heritage Hills team, as I mentioned, 9-7. They're right in the middle of the pack of the Pocket Athletic Conference at 4-3. They are led by Trent Sicily, who's the freshman, I guess we can say phenom, averaging 19.6, almost 20 points a game in his freshman campaign. And, of course, he's getting looks by Division I programs, including Indiana and Purdue. So we'll see how that plays out throughout his whole career, but it's his first attempt to play against the Jasper Wildcats in a varsity ball game here, and the Cats get the tip here.
Yeah, Heritage Hills starts out in looks like a 2-1-2 or a 3-2 zone. So we just got to move the basketball, play the inside-outside game like we talked about.
All right, so Tanner Ernie's going to pop a 15-foot jump shot just inside the arc there, so it gets the Wildcats scoring early on. So Tanner will be one of those guys we're going to have to call on to pick up some scoring as well.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Carter was averaging, I think you said 14 or so a game. So somebody's going to have to – somebody's got to pick that scoring up. So there's a turnover by Heritage Hills. So
yeah, Heritage Hills averaging about 13 turnovers per game. They start J.T. Smallwoods, number 20, Hunter Meredith's 32, Sicily, the big man, number 40, Marcus Beeker, 44, and Alex Schaefer, number 50, also gives him some size. He's at 6'6", and Sicily's at 6'7". As Albrand pops a three-pointer, so a good start for him.
And that's what you got to do right there. You got to be able to hit the outside shots because those are going to be there, when a team plays a zone defense like that.
So the Wildcats with a 5-0 lead. Good start there, especially like you said against the zone there to be able to pop the perimeter shot. We got a mid-range and also a three as the ball almost gets stolen away there by Grant Young. And again, this is a Heritage Hills team that really likes to launch the three. 276 attempts coming into tonight's game in 16 ball games.
Yeah, and on the defensive end, I've noticed it's a little different setup as to who's guarding who. Ernie's guarding Sicily, which he's given up a lot of size, and the other big man, Schaefer, I don't even remember who it was, but it's a
Foley with a nice move there. We can't get the reverse, but a good foul there by Ernie. Again, Ernie just does that, just being around the basket at the right time.
He's got a good nose for the ball. But what I was saying here, Foley's guarding 32. I don't even know.
No,
Meredith,
yeah.
You know, and Gus is guarding the other big man.
Schaefer.
So it's a different
All right, so another
approach
turnover
to it. I think we got by with one there because I think Jack carried it. Nice
Foley
pass.
there to pick up the air ball. And the Wildcats off to a quick 9-0 start. So that's what you want to do against a young team like this. Just jump on them early, and the Cats do it. So 9-0. Jasper leads with 5:41 on the clock here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Nate Hawkins in his 6th year at Heritage Hills, 107-29 against John Gable. We got his 200th win last week against New Albany. So a big milestone for Coach Gable. And there's a battle down low, and as you mentioned, it's that Sicily is trying to post up right there, trying to take advantage of a little bit length that he has on Ernie.
Yeah,
right
and I
now.
think, you know, from that standpoint, that's what they need to try to do is they, you know, Tanner's a good defender, but when you give up that much size, you know, sometimes it's tough.
Right. That's a Foley comes down with a big rebound there, so the Cats have a chance to go up by double figures here as Heritage Hills still not on the board 3 minutes into the ball game.
Gus is wide. Look at Gus. Gus is wide open on the low post, and nobody, and he just stands there instead of calling for the ball.
Right.
Because they've got, when they throw the ball to the wing like that, the bottom guy goes out, and then they're trying to cover the other two, the high post and low post guy with one guy.
All right, so Ernie gets that shot blocked and can't get the follow-up to go.
That was a good job. I'd have liked to see him probably throw that back out and reset everything.
All right, there's big man Sicily, 6'7", trying to make a move there, and he's going to back up and launch a three, and a nice step back there for him for the first 3 points for Heritage Hills. So again, Sicily averages close to 20 points a game at 19.6, and again, just a freshman, but Grant Young gets a good look. He's going to be short, though, and Foley battles for the rebound, and he goes up and will be fouled. So Connor Foley with a great weekend last weekend, scoring-wise. 2 games, 47 points, including 29 against Northeast DuBois in the win and 18 to lead the Wildcats in that 60-50 win at New Albany Saturday night as he pops that first free throw.
Jesse Weatherholt come in for Alex Schaefer for Heritage Hills.
All right, so Weatherholt, a sophomore, so they started 2 freshmen on this starting lineup. Now they got a sophomore in the ball game. Good rebound there for Ernie. Good play, and look at the jam there by Foley. Set up nicely by Ernie to feed him in right there in the lane, and he jams it home.
Yeah, that was a nice look by Tanner. He made the penetration and was able to find the open man.
All right, so the Cats get the rebound after the Sicily miss, and Grant's trying to get it up court, and now Sicily picks it off as he tried to feed the wing over there to Ernie, so Sicily will bring it up. Little backdoor play there, but the Cats triple team Smallwood. There's a 3-point shot, and it's launched and hit, so Marcus Becker gets his first 3. 12-6 is our score. Jasper still leads.
I think Heritage Hills is one of these teams from what I've seen so far in the first 5 minutes. If they're hitting their threes, they're tough to beat.
Right.
If they don't, they can get beat by about anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of indicative of the record at 9-7 is that they win by the 3 and die by the 3, an old adage, but that's kind of the case with this team.
I mean, you know, they've lost to some teams this year that I wouldn't have thought they would lose to.
Right.
You know, and probably haven't in the past, but it's probably one of those deals where when they're not shooting that thing well. I mean, they lost to Corden Central, same team that Jasper beat at Corden.
Right.
Pike Central beat them. They've played South Spencer twice. There's a nice shot by Gus.
Yeah, there you go. Gus popping from the elbow there, so he gets his first 2 points, and he's starting to come on with his 3-point shooting. He hit 4 last weekend.
Yeah, his shooting's a little bit better than what it's been.
So Jasper with an 8-point lead, 2:19 on the clock here, 14-6 as Heritage Hills attacks the lane there, and they find Sicily for a little lob, and he puts it up and in. So Sicily's got 5 of their 8 points. 14-8's our score.
It wouldn't surprise me if we don't see Jasper switch off a little bit and try put a little more size on him.
Ernie tries a 3 this time, doesn't go.
That's not necessarily the shot we like.
Right.
You know, Tanner's a great player, but shooting the threes is not his best option that he has on offense.
Right. Actually, they kind of set up with a 5-out offense now. They got the 4 out, 1 in, and good job by the Cats to steal that. Albrand with the lob. Grant Young lets a man jump right over the top of him, but he's going to actually commit the foul. It's going to go on Hunter Meredith. So we got $1:30 left in the first quarter. 14-8 is our score. Jasper with the lead. They've led throughout from the start, jumping out to a 9-0 lead. Substitutions come in. Beekler comes in. Englert comes in. So, again, Englert's really going to be a guy that they rely on coming off the bench from here on out.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Englert and even more so Beekler. You know, I mean, Beekler's been in there, but he's going to be more playing time now,
right.
I think.
All right, so Foley misses that jump shot.
I wondered who they'd put, Englert or Beekler on Sisley, and Beekler is the one that drew the. Because Englert's a good defender too.
Sure.
But he's really small.
Yeah, Englert's picking up JT Smallwood right now. There's a lob, and Beekler denies it there, so it's also.
And that's, I mean, Heritage Hills is playing right into our hands by they just keep trying to force it in there.
Right.
I mean, they still need to run their offense, and if that comes, then get it in there. But they're just standing out there trying to force it in there.
Right. All right, inside a minute here, 51 seconds, 14-8.
I'd just pull the thing out and let them hold it for the last shot if they're going to sit in that zone. I think that's, well.
There's a three-pointer shot there, so Albrand paying dividends in this first quarter with 2 threes and makes it a 9-point lead, 17-8.
Maybe Jack will be well tonight since Dad ain't here to watch.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Jason's at home sick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Jack might be able to play a little bit better. You don't have any pressure coming from the bench.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, we're down to 10 seconds. Sisley wants to go one-on-one against Michael. He gives it up, though. Now it's over in the corner. And a good job by Foley to knock that away, and it'll be Heritage Hills' ball. 1.2 on the clock here. So
you got to watch a lob here to the big boy.
Either that, or I think you can still get a catch and shoot three
with
that much time.
But I figured it's going to be out of bounds on the side, so that helps. I thought maybe it was going to be under the basket. They might try that. Here's the lob. Yeah, they looked at it.
Smallwood's going to be way short on that 3. Good defense by the Wildcats in that first quarter, and they lead by 9, 17-8 here on 18 WJTS. The second quarter here, Jasper with a 17-8 lead and a good, just well-balanced first quarter by the Cats, and particularly with the three-point shooting by Jack Albrand. And you know, the thing is, coming off the bench, sometimes you're maybe hesitant launching that 3. He's a starter now, and he's replacing our top three-point shooter, so he's really going to have to pick up that role, isn't he?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, sometimes, you know, different guys play differently as whether they're starters or whether they're,
I agree.
You know, and the way I coached basketball at the grade school or at the middle school level for years, you know, and the way I tried to teach and to tell these kids, you know, to me as a coach, I have my best team on the floor at the end of the game.
Right.
So if you're out there then, that means I have the most faith in you as opposed to who starts, you know, but kids always get caught up in, you know, who starts and all that. And to me, it's who's out there at the end when it's crunch time.
Exactly. Well, that was a good drive to the basket there by Owen Vincent, number 12. He drew the contact, and now we got a quick foul on the inbound.
Gus on a hold, I think.
All right, so Young picked up a foul. Gus picks up a foul. 2 fouls on the Wildcats, 1 on Patriots. Almost a steal there, yes.
He actually overplayed it and jumped before the ball got there.
Gus disrupted that drive to the basket, so the Cats go the other way. 1 minute into the second quarter.
Heritage Hills is still in their 2-1-2 zone. We just need to be patient. I mean, you got a 9-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no reason to force up a ill-advised shot.
You're
move
right.
the ball.
I think that's what we're doing, and
Yeah.
not really a big scoring team in there for the Cats right now.
No, we
Gus
don't.
down
I
low.
mean, with the team that we've got out there, I mean, Young's probably the best outside shooter that we've got out there right now, as Foley checks back in for Beekler. But same type of thing. I mean, Foley's your scorer now probably out there. But
and the thing is with Beekler, always gives you great minutes.
oh, there's no
Always.
doubt. You know, I mean, he's gonna give you the effort and the hustle. And
Gus, I think maybe wanted that corner three.
I think
but
he
it
did,
wasn't
but Sicily got out there quicker on him than
Right.
what he thought he might. See, Gus is open. We got to get him the ball down low. I mean, he's when we throw the ball to the wing.
I was just going to say he needs to shoot that shot if they're giving it to him. He looked
Yeah,
good
you
shooting
do.
it there.
I mean,
Sicily quickly the other way, but can't get it to go. Good rebound by Englert. And now he gets knocked away. So the Cats turn it right back over. And Sicily with a little move inside and gets the shot in and draws the contact. So Sicily's got 7 points, get a chance for 8. 17-10 is the score. Cats are looking for their first score here in the second quarter. All right, so Grant's going to sit. Jack's back in. So both teams working their bench right now. Jesse Witherhope's back in.
foul trouble could be a big thing for Jasper with Mundy gone now. You know, especially on the guard side of it. You know, some of these guys that haven't played as much varsity minutes may have to step up, like a Kabrick or somebody like that, because somebody gets in foul trouble, you're a man down now.
Right. So Cats facing that 2-1-2 right now.
That's what I'd do right there. Just stand out there with
Yeah.
it. Play the old Lagodi ball.
They're up by 6.
Hold it.
All right, so Spencer's got it on the wing. We'll bring it back up top.
So you don't have that threat like Ernie's there.
Oh, there's a battle there, and actually it's going to wind up being a foul called on number 32, Hunter Meredith. That's his second.
But Ernie's on the opposite side wing from where the ball's at, and Heritage Hills knows that they don't have to pay as much attention to him as what if that was Mundy standing out there.
Yeah.
Now with Jack, hopefully Jack can keep knocking those down, and it'll make a difference.
Gus down on the baseline, kicks it back out, now winds up with Englert with another jumper, and he hits it this time. There you go.
That's good ball movement.
It was very good ball movement and wound up with a great shot there. All right, so the Cats come up with the knockaway there. Foley brings it down, and now he gets it knocked away.
Just going to get ready to say we don't need him dribbling the ball down
Yeah.
the floor. He needs to find a guard and get it to him, and then bust it down the floor and get the ball back.
All right, so the Patriots with the basketball, trailing by 9, 20-11, 4:40 on the clock, second quarter. Sicily comes off the screen. Yes, he did shuffle. All right, so they have, I'm not keeping track of their turnovers, but I think they're at about 7 or 8 already.
They've got quite a few.
All
and
right.
that comes with a young team.
Right.
You know, I mean, Sicily's a good player, but he's still a freshman.
Yes.
You know, so he hasn't played at this level before.
On the blocks and the baseline toss gets knocked away over there by number 12, Vincent. And Michael comes back in, so Gus will sit. We'll see if the Cats try to draw up some plays to get Gus, maybe with some three-point shots against this zone when he gets back in.
Yeah, there's, you know, I mean, he's probably, besides maybe Allbrand, but Gus may be our best three-point shooter that we've got, you know,
Right.
now.
Oh, what a beautiful move there by Tanner Ernie. He's just really fluid whenever he makes that move down in the lane.
Yeah, he does. He does a very good job of getting to the basket.
And finishing, too.
Yeah.
All right, so that shot doesn't go for the Patriots. Cats with a double-digit lead, 22-11, 3:49 on the clock, and they have the basketball here. You know, just another situation, man. You know, you don't need to score, so don't force anything here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're up by 11. And you want to build on the lead, but again, you just need to have really good shots. And Tanner, oh, what a block, though. Good drive to the lane there. Beautiful play defensively by Schaefer. Now Heritage Hills.
Oh, he missed. Sisley was open there that time.
Scrum on the floor, battle, and of course it's going to be a jump ball, whether or not it is.
I sense a little sarcasm in your voice there, Craig.
Every time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's kind of like a bailout for the officials. You know, they don't, and maybe it is the best thing instead of calling a foul on somebody.
Yeah.
Because, you know, how would you pick?
Right.
I'm more so for just let them fight it out and see who's the strongest, toughest kid to get it.
I know. A lot of times they talk about it, you know, trying to save kids from getting injured too, but they can get injured just running down the court. Foley backs in.
They're in a man-to-man that time.
Oh, didn't drop.
Beekler's
good job by Michael.
Yeah.
And he's hammered from behind, so. Boy, Foley just right there rised as high as he could possibly go and just couldn't get the shot to drop in there.
It did everything but go in.
All right, but Michael's getting an opportunity to score here. Take a look at his free throw shooting on the year. 5 of 9, make it 5 of 10. All right, so substitution here. Number 32 back in the ball game. Hunter Meredith with his 2 fouls. Patriots have 4, Jasper have 3 when it comes to fouls right now. Now Smallwood's back in, so give up a little bit of size there as Smallwood, who's at 5'10", comes in for 6'6" Alex Schaefer. And he gets a second to go. All right, 2:40 on the clock. Jasper with the 12-point lead, 23-11, and another turnover.
Those are the ones that will drive a coach nuts. I mean, we weren't even putting pressure on him.
Yeah.
He just palmed the ball, turned it over.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that called very often anymore.
All right, so Englert's still in the ball game, giving us great minutes tonight. But a lob right there, but Foley comes down with it. Allbrand kicks back over to Foley.
Be patient.
Foley.
That's travel.
Yeah,
you can't pass it to yourself.
Yeah, he was pretty well determined to make that move.
And
so.
you don't need to do that. You've got a 12-point lead with 2 minutes left. Just be patient, work it around, pass the ball back out.
23-11, Jasper with the 12-point lead.
Uh-oh.
That ball gets knocked away.
Had Foley busted loose there. Oh, he traveled.
All right, so we got a foul over here. That's
Englert's going to pick that one up.
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, he's in there battling Sisley. It's only our 4th foul, so ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, they missed a lob there to Sisley.
Minute 44. Yeah, it just seems like Heritage Hills has just have a lot of confusion against this Wildcat defense tonight. There's a wide open 3. Nothing confusing about that, but he doesn't make it go, and so a tough shot there for Meredith.
Foley lost his man completely.
Michael Beekler can't finish, but Foley does.
Foley's right there. I don't know where Sisley's at in there. I mean, you know, he's the tallest guy out there on the floor, and he's nowhere around to find rebounds.
Yeah. And he's averaging 9.2 rebounds per game, but not quite doing the job tonight. All right, so this personal foul is going to put number 20, JT Smallwood, to the line as Allbrand picks up his first. 5th foul against the Wildcats, 4 on Patriots right now. Foul shot is good. All right, so with 1:09 on the clock here, second foul shot, also good. So JT Smallwood gets his first 2 points from the free throw line there. 25-13, Jasper with a 12-point lead as they'll sit down Meredith. I'm sure probably for the rest of the half. 106.
Heritage Hills looks like they're going to try to trap.
Yep. The Cats work right through it. Beautiful. Foley with a double pump shot up and in. So I got Connor with 9 points.
Traveled.
3-point shot again doesn't go, and Sicily climbs over the back. No call, but knocks it out of bounds.
Should have been a foul, but at least we end up with the ball.
Exactly. All right, so Cats have a chance to really build on this. They're up by 14, 27-13. Have been in command from the start with 42 seconds to go.
Stay out there with the ball. Let the clock run.
Gus left alone. Just misses that one. Beautiful rebound by Foley to put it back up and in. So Foley having an outstanding game again. Just on a roll offensively for this Wildcat team. 11 first half points. Sicily drives. Comes Ernie the other way. He's got a man. That's Engler with an easy left-handed layup. Engler with a nice quarter with 5 points himself. 4 seconds. 3-point shot not there. And that's just not been there for Heritage Hills this whole half. And the Wildcats have dominated to an 18-point lead, 31-13, Jason.
Yep. We're playing well. You know, we're doing the things that we need to. We're playing good defense for obviously, I mean, to hold them to 13 points.
Right.
What they get 5 that quarter.
Yep.
You know, so we're doing what we need to do on the offensive end or the defensive end, and that's translating into good shots on the offense.
Yeah, it is.
You know, we're being patient. We're working our offense when they're in a zone. The one time they tried to trap, we ended up with a layup. We didn't get caught off guard and surprised by the trap. We did a very good job of that. And then, you know, on the zone, we're moving the ball around. We're hitting some outside shots, but yet still getting inside. So it's pretty good balance on the offensive end of where we're getting our points.
Yeah, and that's going to be the case. Again, we got to pick up 14, 15 points per game right now with the loss of Carter Moondy. So I think the Cats are doing a great job of doing that right now.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so we'll take a break. 31-13, Jasper over Heritage Hills here at halftime on 18 WJTS. All right, we're at halftime here. The Jasper Wildcats with a 31-13, 18-point lead over the Heritage Hills Patriots. Wildcats are led by Connor Foley with 11 points in the first half, 6 points for Tanner Ernie, 2 points for Gus Heichelbeck, 6 for Allbrand, and 5 points for Spencer Englert, and a free throw hit by Michael Beekler. Heritage Hills are led by Trent Sicily, who has 9 points in the first half. And, of course, the Jasper Wildcats of 1972 regional champs were recognized here at halftime, so it's good to see that team recognized. Players including Mike Leagers, Kevin Manley, Slick Weber, and, of course, coached by Ed Schulteis and Rex May. And also want to pass on our condolences to Susan Hobby, who passed away this past week. Condolences to her family, husband Steve, and her 3 sons, Adam, Joseph, and Jonathan, 10 grandchildren that she also leaves behind. Susan was a 1971 JHS grad and a longtime school teacher in the Jasper school system. My wife's Jamie, she actually said she was her favorite teacher, and heard that from a lot of people as well. And, you know, we just want to also give our condolences to the entire Wagner family, including Chris Wagner Gross, who's a classmate of ours. But, yeah, just Susan, just a beautiful person and an outstanding school teacher, and will truly be missed there. All right, so the Jasper Wildcats will come out here in the second half, leading 31-13, and you know, it's really cool when you see the recognition of teams like this, because I mean, again, that's been 50 years ago, and you know, everybody always talks about in Jasper history the 5 straight championships that they won at the sectional, and again, back in the day when the sectional was just a humongous deal around here at Southridge, and something I know you played in, and you know, I loved watching it as a student and as a fan over the years, but again, that's just something that we're always going to miss, aren't we?
There's no doubt. You know, it was a lot of fun. I mean, we were actually at Southridge's gym the other night for Southridge girls game, and I was down on the floor when it was over, and I was talking to my son, and, we were kind of talking about, I said, when we run out of that tunnel, I said, you got to imagine this place was completely full. I mean, there wasn't a ticket to be had. And I said, it's a lot different nowadays.
It sure is. All right, well, the shot doesn't go there for Schaefer. Now Sicily's battling for the board. He gets it, puts it back up, so he gets his 11th point to get Heritage Hills off to a good start here in the second half. 31-15 is our score.
I believe he got by with a walk when he got the rebound. He was off balance a little bit, but Ernie's done a very good job of guarding him. He's not only guarded him, but he's kept him off the boards for rebounds too.
All right, so Gus is up top. So what one-on-one matchups are you looking forward to here in the second half?
This one right here.
Yeah.
With Foley against Schaefer.
Yep. So Foley tries to muscle his way there. He's not going to give up if Schaefer wins that battle.
But he should have, he was off balance and everything. He should have just threw the ball back out and reset it and looked to get it back again.
Yeah, sometimes it's the black hole. You throw it in there, it's not coming back out.
Yeah, and, the big men him and Gus have to realize that, that the guards have to get the ball back to them.
Right. You do.
Don't just, when it goes back out, not expect to get it back.
Oh, exactly, because that's the thing. You feed it back out there, and they're going to be looking to put it right back in the post. Well, here's an easy dunk for Sicily, and he does a reverse. All right, so Heritage Hills, 4 quick points for Trent. And John Gable wants a quick timeout. So we'll take a break here. Jasper still leads 31-17, but Heritage Hills has scored the first 4 points here in this third quarter on 18 WJTS. All right, John Gable wanted that timeout. Kind of get his team under control here.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to regroup a little bit, tell them, hey, let's keep doing what we did the first half.
And that's going to wind up being a turnover. So not what you want to see after you come out of a break there. So Cats still looking for their first points here. We played 2 minutes of the second half. 31-17, still with the lead. Led by 18 at halftime. Sicily's going to pop a 3, but way short. Allbrand brings it down, and he chucks it over to Gus. Gus then feeds to Ernie, and he just finishes the other way. So 8 points for Tanner.
Gus did a good job of getting rid of the ball quickly because he caught it in an unfamiliar position.
Oh, yeah.
And was able to get it to Tanner quickly.
All right, this Heritage Hills team's looking for other scores. This time JT Smallwood gets the opportunity, so he's got 4. But only 3 players have scored for them so far of their 19 points. They trail 33-19. Ernie gives it up to Gus. He's got a 3-point shot and misses there, so he's missed 2 tonight. But again, we just need him to really start popping those. There's a wide open 3, doesn't go. So Becker's not able to hit that, but Schaefer gets the board, makes a spin move, and he'll draw the contact and go to the line to shoot 2. All right, so Allbrand picks up the first foul of the second half for either team. 2 fouls on the ball game for him.
Heritage Hills reminds a lot of us. They've got the 2 big boys with Sicily at 6'7" and Schaefer at 6'6". That's comparable to us with Heichelbeck and Foley, but they don't seem to utilize their size as much as what we do.
Yeah, because again, they constantly have at least 4 guys out on the perimeter all the time. 33-21, Jasper with a 12-point lead. So Heritage Hills has outscored us 8-2 here in the third quarter, second half. And Ernie can't get that, and Schaefer can't hang on to it.
That could have been a travel. It could have been a foul. It could have been could have been
a lot of things.
A lot of things, but officials let it go with nothing.
Right. Oh, Smallwood wanted the shot, but disrupted there by Foley. There's a 3-point shot. Becker hits that, so they continue their run. Now it's an 11-2 run here. 33-24. They only scored 13 points in the first half. They've got 11 already here in the third quarter. 4 minutes to go.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, Foley's got to pass it back out, and he does.
But see, he was open on a re-entry pass as soon as he threw it out. If he'd have reposted, he could have got the ball right back.
Cats lead by only 9 right now. Foley gets the move, and he puts it up and in, so he's got 13. 35-24, still double-digit lead for the Cats here now. And there's an easy bucket there for Schaefer.
Heritage Hills' the second half here so far has looked like they're on their offensive end. They're doing a lot better job of running their offense.
There's that matchup you talked about, Foley against Schaefer, and Foley's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First foul on the Patriots, first foul on Schaefer. 3:17 on the clock, 35-26, Jasper leads.
And I think, you talked a little bit about, finding the extra scoring to replace Mundy, but, if you look at last week against the DuBois and New Albany game, Carter didn't score a lot in those games, but yeah. Foley did. Right. So I think Foley kind of did that last week, even though Mundy was playing, he picked up the scoring.
Right.
I don't remember what you said he had as far as point-wise for the
47
weekend.
47 points.
So that's not what he was normal.
Right.
So that's one spot that, could be a benefit.
Absolutely.
We could get more scoring out of him.
Yeah, because he's got 14 tonight. 10-point lead for the Cats, 3:06 on the clock here. Drive to the basket there, gets knocked away, and Sicily on, it comes right back to Foley. And
nice
the other
pass.
way is Grant Young for an easy bucket. You're right, that pass was on the money.
That was a very nice pass.
All right, now they call the foul down low on Sicily.
I don't think Sicily's used to having defense be as physical with him.
Right.
So I think, that's one thing that, we've done for years, is especially since Coach Gable's been here, is play good, hard-nosed, physical defense.
Absolutely. And especially when you got a power man like Connor Foley on the floor there for the Cats.
It helps.
Yeah. Grant Young with a beautiful look there, but misses, comes up with his own rebound, gets down the blocks. Now Schaefer's takes it away from him. Patriots trail by 12. And Becker's going to let it go, and they say go off the Wildcats. Okay. All right. He's got a better look than I do.
I guess so. I thought it went off
his foot,
his own foot, but I guess they said it went off of Jack's foot.
Yeah. All right, 2:15 on the clock. Jasper 38, Patriots 26 as the Patriots inbound. Stuck in the corner there, now gives it up. It's Meredith. He'll drive. Left-handed shot's going to be short. Good job by Beekler to come down with the board.
Post it.
A little too late, or
well, Connor, he was a little off balance. He was falling backwards.
Yeah.
Couldn't go meet the pass.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to have a foul down low here. It's going to go against the Wildcats.
Jack picked that one up.
All right, so Tanner's back in the ball game. Jack's going to sit. That's the third foul on Jack Albrand, getting his start tonight over Carter Mooney, who has unfortunately been lost for the season. Inbound. Gives it right back. Becker back over to Meredith. That's a senior Vinson with it. Schaefer's going to shoot a baseline jumper. Long on that. He comes down to the rebound as Grant Young, and he feeds it over there to Ernie. Couldn't quite handle the pass, but recovers and puts it up and in. And that's the thing with his quickness and all that. It seems like he has really good momentum when he goes to the basket, that those types of shots that maybe come up short still roll in like that.
Yeah, he does a good job of keeping his balance.
Yeah. All right, the Cats come up with the rebound. Heritage Hills, who had a quick start to this third quarter, going a little cold now. Cats getting back into command. They lead by 14. A nice feed there, good setup. And a three-point shot. That was just beautiful offense, Jason.
It was. It was, you know, we penetrated, but the shot wasn't there. We looked outside, and Tanner did a good job of locating and spotted up for a good three-point shot.
All right, so the Cats back in command, 43-26. 17-point lead. And another steal there, and there's a bump right away as Meredith just plowed in after Spencer made a nice steal there. Spencer's playing an outstanding game. So the Cats are stepping up. Again, like we said, next man on the floor is going to have to pull it off, and the Cats are getting great contributions across the board with Allbrand, Beekler, and then also Spencer Engler tonight. 43-26 with 27 seconds to go here in the third. Tanner, reverse layup, and he's going to draw the contact. And that's the thing, just the last two possessions, they've left that baseline drive open.
Yeah, they have. And Tanner, you know, that's playing right into Tanner's hands because that's what he likes to do.
Loves
is to get to the basket.
Tanner just rolls it out. Got to get him to improve that foul shooting because, you know, Carter Mooney went to the line quite a bit for this basketball team this year, and Tanner's going to have to do the same thing, but he's going to have to knock him down when he gets there.
Cabrick checked in for Young to
Okay.
finish out this quarter. They didn't want Young to pick up that third, I think, foul.
All right, so Tanner 1 of 2 there, 11 seconds. Cabrick will pick up Meredith. Meredith, though, sees a lane, now kicks to the wing. Three-point shot doesn't go. Trying to get a quick one. We got 2 seconds, and that's going to roll it out. I mean, it was a good thought. He just overthrew it.
Yeah.
All right, so Jasper recovers. Led by 18 at halftime, and keep that 18-point lead going into the fourth quarter here on 18 WJTS. All right, well, Jason, that was kind of an interesting quarter there as Heritage Hills start off with an 11-2 run, but then the Wildcats finish with an 11-2 run to make it a 44-26 game, so played that 13-13 tie there.
Yeah, and you know, like we've said in the past, you have to withstand, you know, what a team throws at you, and we did a good job. You know, they went on that 11-2 run, we withstood it, and then come back with our own 11-2 run.
All right, so the Patriots with the basketball. Foley blocks that one.
He went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Should have made a bounce pass to Beekler.
But you know what? Staying after it, though, and that's how we come up with those loose balls.
That's right. I mean, we're playing hungry tonight. I mean, those 50-50 balls we're getting.
All right, so there's a drive right there
That's
by
over
Weatherholt.
the back.
Okay.
And Beekler did an outstanding job there. You know, when you're guarding a guy that's bigger than you, if you block him out and he gets a rebound like that there, he goes over the back, and the officials a lot of times will call it.
All right, Cats with the basketball and a 20-point lead, 46-26, 7:07 on the clock here in the fourth quarter, just finishing out. That's what they're looking to do here in this fourth quarter to get this win over Heritage Hills on a Saturday afternoon. There's a whistle there.
Smallwood's going to pick that up. He tried to run right through a screen instead of going around it.
All right, so the Cats have held him in check. He's only scored 4 points tonight, just 1 bucket. He's our leading three-point shooter. He's taken 89 three-point shots this season. I think he's only got about 1 or 2 off tonight. Foley with a move. Now a nice block, though, Sicily. And quickly the other way and getting the shot up and in is Owen Vinson. So that is the first 2 points for their bench tonight. Makes it 46-28, 6:44 on the clock as Allbrand comes back in.
We just got to do a little bit better job of getting back on defense after a missed shot there.
So Vinson hits the free throw for a 3-point play.
Heritage Hills is going to call a timeout.
All right, it's a full one. We'll take a break here. 46-29, Jasper over Heritage Hills on 18 WJTS. Wildcats with the basketball, leading 46-29, facing a full court pressure there, and it pays off for Heritage Hills with the turnover. Don't want to see that happening, do you?
No.
Sicily attacks, Reverse layup, but it's going to be a foul beforehand. All right, foul situation. 4 on the Wildcats now. 6 on the Patriots. First one on Michael Beekler there. There's a three-pointer, squared up. It doesn't go. Weatherholt not able to hit that, but we got another whistle down low.
Not sure who picked that one up. Beekler again? Yeah.
It's his second. Lob it out here to Sicily, the freshman. One-on-one against Foley. Comes off a screen. Michael picks him up. Now he's going to a little razzle-dazzle down low and gets a shot up for number 12.
Beekler's going to pick up this third foul within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know. That was quick. Well, you can't take them with you, can you?
No. No. You get 5 for a reason.
Yeah. All right, so Vincent, as I mentioned, a 50% foul shooter. Hit his first one, misses that one. He'll get another one. So Michael will sit down. Owen Vincent, a senior, pops that second one. So he's got all 4 of their points here in the fourth quarter. Cats have scored just 2. 16-point lead as Cats are able to break it there. And not quite as they turn it over. Vincent paying some dividends here in this quarter with the steal.
We got to take care of the basketball better.
So they're looking for that three-point shot. Now they'll drive. Schaefer's on the line, so he's still short, though, and good rebound there by Foley. Cats break the press this time. Now should just back it out and get into their offense as they do. Grant Young with it.
That's all you got to do. Just be patient.
Right.
I mean, you don't need to push the issue.
All right, so Grant's going to back it up. You're leading by 16. Make them come after you.
That's right.
Hitting the 5-minute mark right now. Good job by the Wildcats here. JT putting a little more pressure on Grant there. An ill-advised play there. I think Grant wanted him to go to the basket, but still, I think that pass was just way too high.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what happened there. Foley was talking to the referee when Grant threw the pass to him.
Complaining about the
contact. I don't know what if he was asking where he was going for dinner or what he was asking him, but he obviously wasn't paying attention to the pass.
Sicily gives it up. Now you got Becker up top. Three-point shot rolls in and out, but Becker gets a rebound, and he'll jam it back in. So 46-32. All right, so the Cats are going to want a timeout here. So Jasper leads by 14, 4:22 to go here in the fourth quarter on 18 WJTS. All right, Jason, set the stage here with that after that timeout.
We got to do a little bit better job of handling this press. They have the advantage of with Sicily up, on the point of the press at 6'7" makes a big difference.
Right.
But it's not something that we're not incapable of handling. We just got to do a better job of it. They're in scramble mode. They're doing everything they can because they got to have the ball. We just need to pass the ball.
Foley, he wanted it, but he gets the foul instead.
He did a good job of shot faking, but he still had his dribble alive. He shot faked, got the guy up in the air. He should have took a dribble or 2 power dribble and went in for a layup.
Yeah. All right, so Connor will step to the line. And that one in and out. So free throws for him so far. He's 2 of 4.
Beekler checked back in for Gus.
He pops that one. So he's got 15 to lead the Wildcats. 47-32. 3:48 on the clock here, fourth quarter. Jasper. That was actually his 7th foul on the Patriots, so the Cats are in the 1-1 already. Cats have 6 fouls, so the Patriots will be 2, and that was way too easy for Sicily there.
Well, Beekler was guarding him, and he kind of went for the steal and got the deflection, but it ended up right back to Sicily. Go, Jack.
Ooh, man, Auburn got not pickpocket, but
tripped
from behind.
And he did a good job, though. He had an opening, so that's what he did. He started to take off to advance the basketball and then got tripped. We got to hit our free throws. You know, it's going to come down to that. 3:26 left. You know, we're in the bonus, so we're going to get ample opportunities. And,
right.
You know, you got to capitalize on them now.
All right, so Auburn's got 7 points in the ball game. Hit 2 early 3-pointers in the first quarter.
You know, and here's a situation where you may end up missing Mundy a lot because you made reference to it earlier. He was, you know, probably our leading free throw shooter.
Right.
You know, and a guard, a guy that's going to handle the ball at the end of a game like this. So, you know, other guys are going to have to step up and hit those free throws.
All right, so Heritage Hills tries to work it into Sicily, but good battle there with Michael Beekler. Schaefer attacks, and he jams it home. So he takes advantage of his quickness, size, and athletic ability and comes up with a dunk there, but Cats still lead by 13, 49-36. They try to trap Young over there.
They come back out of the full court press into a half court trap.
Right.
Grant Young did a good job of recognizing it and calling out 2-guard right away, which is our offense against a half court trap.
All right, so that's going to be a foul from behind on JT Smallwood. So again, just like you said, free throws is what it's going to come down to here to pretty well continue to control the game. Heritage Hills trying to make it a situation where they can get back into the game by putting the Cats to the line.
And really, the only way they can get back in this game one of 2 ways: turnovers and missed free throws.
Right.
If you take care of the ball and you hit your free throws, they can't get back. I mean, they're too far behind.
Right. All right, it's a 14-point game, 50-36. Michael, nice job there. Cats doing the job in the fourth quarter, 5 of 6 from the foul line already. 2:17, 15-point lead. Sicily is just going to launch a 3 and nothing but net. All right, so that's going to be a quick timeout for the Patriots. So 51-39, Jasper with the lead, 2:10 to go here on 18 WJTS. Well, the Patriots has outscored the Wildcats 13-7 here in this fourth quarter, but problem is they were down by 18 going into it, so the Cats just have to continue to protect that basketball and, like I said, pop free throws when they come up. Coming up on 2 minutes here.
They're doing a good job there. Move the ball. Move it. Move it. Don't let the defense have a chance to come trap you.
Right.
So then you get down there in the corner like that.
He's got 4 guys on him there.
And that's what, you know, if you move the ball, that don't ever happen.
Yeah.
Gus stands there with the ball up over his head.
Good decision by Auburn there.
It was. You know, if he would have shot it, he wouldn't have had a good shot.
Only wanted it.
He did. But he did a good job there because he caught it. He looked where he was at and elected to not take a silly shot. And for Connor, that's an improvement because sometimes he will tend to do that.
Well, Grant, one of the better free throw shooters at 78%, will step up. And doesn't get the friendly roll. Cats now 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 5 of 8.
You can't do that.
No foul, no foul.
You missed 2. And you made a good point right there, no foul, because, you know, you want the clock. They're going to be next foul on Jasper. They're in the bonus.
Yeah.
And you don't want them scoring points at the free throw line when the clock stops.
Exactly. You surely don't want to foul 80 feet away from their basket either. Short on the free throw, three-point shot. Schaefer still works his way, and eventually they call that foul. I think the foul was before the shot.
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, they let him fight, and then
he got the shot
ball
up.
Yeah, he got the ball away from him, and then they call a foul.
Mm-hmm. Well, Schaefer's having a nice second half here. He's got 8 points. He'll have a chance to add one more. They've trimmed the lead to 10.
I think Schaefer would be a nice player for them if they didn't have Sicily.
Yeah.
You know, he's got some athleticism. He reminds me of sort of like Foley, but not quite as athletic and
obviously not as big and strong.
Right.
Gus.
Pass the ball, Gus.
Foley gets fouled right away. So Weatherholt will pick that one up. So we're double bonus now. And Connor so far tonight, 3 of 5 from the foul line, 1 of 2 in this quarter. And in and out. So the Cats have missed 3 straight free throws here. And Connor pops the second one. So 16 points tonight for him to lead the Wildcats. Still a 10-point lead. Sicily not there.
That's a forced shot.
Right.
I mean, you got 4 other guys out there on the floor. You don't have to do it all yourself. And then I don't know. I mean, he took the shot. He's the last one down the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You're a freshman. You're out here at the varsity level trying to prove yourself. I don't like that. I mean, bust your butt and get back there.
Oh, exactly.
You're not any better than anybody else out here. You know, I don't know. I guess I'm too old school when it comes to some of that stuff. It's like, you know, yeah, I know you're being recruited by, you know, D1 schools and you're a good basketball player, there's no doubt. But you still need to put forth an effort.
And he's still just a freshman.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
And hopefully, you know, throughout the course of his high school career, he'll learn that. I remember coaching against him in the 6th grade.
Becker can't get that 3. Here's an easy one the other way for the senior. Good job. So Albrand gets another bucket here. So he's got double figures tonight at 10. All right, so 13 seconds. Cats just have to get it across. And they're going to secure a 56-42 win over the Heritage Hills Patriots. All right, so Jasper takes care of business. And really, that's the bottom line, right?
Yeah, you know, and that's what you got to look to do in this situation. You know, it's an emotional week for Jasper with losing your leading scorer.
Yeah.
So you know, you can't have a pity party and say woe is us. You know, you have to, like we talked earlier, you have to move on and be ready to play. And I thought, you know, we did a good job with that this year or tonight. And came out ready to play. I thought we played a lot better in the first half than what we played the second half.
Yeah, we did.
But, you know, and some of that could be credit to Heritage Hills also. You know, they played a little bit harder, I think, in the second half,
right.
Played a little bit better defense, and turned up the offense a little bit. You know, obviously they had 13 points at halftime and ended up with 42. So, you know, they scored a lot, but they scored 29 in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, that could be a combination of us letting down a little bit on defense and them picking it up on offense.
Right.
So, but it's a nice win, you know. Heritage Hills has been a thorn in our side for quite some time, I think, you know. So to be able to pick up a win against them is nice. You know, and like I said, it with the week that we've had with losing Carter, you know, it's not an easy thing to do, and I thought we responded fairly well with it. So we just have to continue it. You know, this is with the game being canceled Thursday night at Bar Eve. You know, this was kind of a short week for us with one game. but now we come back on short rest. Here it is Saturday, so Sunday you won't practice. You'll come back in Monday for probably a little bit of a preview and shoot around for your game on Tuesday night. And you got to come back out ready to play and be ready to go for that game. So overall, I think, from the coach's standpoint, they'll be fairly pleased with, the way things went. So.
Yeah, and exactly, and that's the thing. It's like, again, you have to kind of balance things out, and I thought the Wildcats did a great job with it. 2 players in double figures, or actually 3, counting Allbrand. So that was Tanner with 17 points, so he led the Wildcats tonight. So he really picked up his offense in a big way.
Yeah, he did. He, went back to his aggressive ways of getting to the basket and converting and getting to the free throw line a few times and being able to do that, to finish those. So overall, good day.
Good day.
Yeah, I think so. These, and again, you don't like to make excuses, but these 2:30 games, it's just an odd.
Yeah, I agree.
It messes with your routine. It's not like you had school all day and you got out and you played like on Fridays or during the week.
Right.
Saturdays are usually walk around, shoot around in the morning, then you get the rest of the day to take off and then come back in at Saturday night and ready to play. Well, obviously on a game like this, that's a little bit different with playing at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So, from that standpoint, it was a good day.
All right, so we'll take a break here. Jasper wins at 56-42 over Heritage Hills, and we'll see if we get one of the coaches to come up here and give us their thoughts on the basketball game tonight. So we'll take a break here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're back right here with the coach's perspective. Today we get Caleb Bagley. So, Caleb, give me your thoughts on this basketball game today.
Yeah, I thought we came out ready to play. We did a really nice job. Really our defensive intensity, really the whole first half was really good. They've got some guys that can shoot the basketball, and obviously with Trent Sisley out there, he can score. But we were locked in, and it's that's kind of something we've been preaching. Coach has been on him about, and he told him that before the game is, when we're guarding people, we're tough to score against. So and then our offense kind of follows that. So it was nice to see us kind of get our energy through the defense, and then on the offensive side, we handled their zone. Jack hit a couple shots. Spencer came in, hit one, and when you can make shots against the zone, it really frees things up and frees the inside up. So we just did a nice job on both ends, especially in the first half.
Right. Well, and the other thing, too, obviously, big loss as far as Carter Mundi, loss for the season, and just a terrible situation for him, as a player, but also how it affects the team. Really coming into this basketball game, what was the message to the team?
Just kind of do what you do. I mean, it was, it wasn't, we didn't need anybody to step up and be, obviously Carter's, it's hard shoes to fill. He's a good player. He shoots the ball really well, but we don't need anybody to go out there and try to be somebody that they're not. So that was really the message. Just be who you are, and kind of the next man up strategy. And again, we didn't, defensively we can still guard people. So that's kind of where we've got to, lay our foundation and then go from there.
Right. And, his points need to be spread across the board, and we got great contribution with 10 points from Jack Allbrand, and Tanner picked it up too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was nice to see Jack hit a couple shots, but he just looked like he was playing with confidence. And, I think one thing that those guys they're really enjoying playing with their classmates. That senior class really enjoys playing together. So, they're always talking each other up. They have trust in one another. So, that wears off on each other, where you're feeling good when you're shooting the ball and guys have confidence in you shooting it.
Right. And obviously you faced a couple big men tonight in Schaefer and also in Sisley, a pretty tall front line, but I thought that our bulk was maybe a little too much for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Connor was a beast, really most of the night. I know he had 7 rebounds at halftime, and it seemed like every time we missed a shot, he was grabbing it and going up back and rebounding it and going back up and scoring it. But, Connor and Gus was pretty physical tonight. Michael Beekler comes in and does a good job being physical. And then Tanner, his physicality, he's able to guard guys that are bigger than him. He did a nice job guarding Sisley tonight, and he was just physical with him and didn't let him catch it where he wanted to catch it.
And also Spencer Engler, like the way he played tonight.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Spencer gives us is, obviously his role will probably be increased a little bit, but one thing that he does that has done a nice job all year is on the defensive side. he guards people. He's physical. He's active. You know, he's given that to us all year long, and he did it again tonight.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, hey, I love talking with you. And when we get the opportunity, tell us about the JV season so far.
Yeah, the JV team's doing a nice job. I think we picked up a 3-point win tonight over Heritage Hills. You know, kind of obviously with Carter going down, you know, some of these 1 or 2 guards on the JV may have to, you know, be quartered here in the JV game. So, but they've been doing a nice job. We've got 2 freshmen that just got pulled up with us. They got a little action tonight for the first time. So, you know, they were a little bit nervous, but yeah, we've got a good group of guys that you know, they work hard, they compete for the most part every single day, and you know, we're just trying to help the varsity be better. So hopefully that works.
Yeah, I saw Charlie got a little bit of minutes there, but again, some of those guys might have to step up as well with Carter Mooney being out. Yeah,
and Charlie sat one of the JV quarters for that reason, was just in case we did get in a situation where we got in some foul trouble, just to make sure. And you know, I know he only got in there for about 12 seconds to give Grant a blow there, but you know, the next game that could be a little bit different, where he may be called upon to play a few minutes, you know, or extended time. So he'll be ready to do that.
Well, we got a short time period to get ready for Tuesday night because we're right back into conference action against Mater Dei.
Yeah, you know, they're always, you know, they're always physical. They get up and down the floor, and they put a lot of pressure on you defensively with their dribble drive, and they'll probably get after us a little bit and press us and try to trap us. So we've just got to be ready for that. But yeah, it's a fun week with 2 conference games coming up, so we just got to be ready to go.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on the 2 wins today, and we'll see you Tuesday night.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Caleb Bagley. Appreciate him coming up and give us a perspective on the 2 ball games the Wildcats win tonight, and the Wildcats win at 56-42 in the varsity action over the Heritage Hills Patriots. So a quick rundown of the scoring. Tanner Ernie was 17, 16 points for Connor Foley, and 10 points for Jack Albran, our 3 starters in double figures. Grant Young, again, just steady all night, only scored 2 points, but main thing is just controlling the offense and getting things done out there. Gus Heichelbeck with a bucket in the first quarter, and Spencer Engler off the bench with 5 points, and also Michael Beekler with 5 points. So again, good to get double figures off the bench there between 2 players. And of course, Heritage Hills, 1 player in double figures. That is Trent Sicily. So he gets his average right there at 20 points tonight. 9 points for Alex Schaefer, 6 for Marcus Becker, and 4 points for Smallwood, and 4 points off the bench for Owen Vincent. So the Wildcats will be back in action on Tuesday night against Mater Dei. So again, just kind of taking a look at the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference standings. Jasper right now sitting at 5-2 coming into today's action, and Mater Dei is 2-3. So again, it'll be a big game for the Wildcats as they play another conference foe on Tuesday. So for Jason Stamm and for Jeremy Marcos on the video, my name is Craig Schneider. This is Wildcat Basketball here on 18 WJTS. Good night.